evening and welcome to the Wine Mothership. My name's Ian.
And I'm Peter.
And we hope you enjoy what we've got for you tonight. We're going to set a foot in Moulis.
Moulis. So Ian, Moulis-en Medoc.
That's right, yeah.
Why should I care?
Well, it's pretty interesting stuff. It was missed out in the great wine classification of 1855. Maybe some of the Bordeaux that you might have heard of. I mean, everyone's, if you're even half into wine, you've heard of like Chateau Margaux and Chateau Briand, the big names. Nothing from Moulis-en Medoc got into the 1855 classification. It really is kind of like, I guess, the ugly sister of the left bank of Bordeaux. It's a little bit of a forgotten classic of an area. Okay. Maybe there's a bit of value there. Don't know.
But what are we expecting from these wines then?
Number one, you've got to expect value. You've got to expect value. You're not getting a classified name. You're taking a little bit of a step into the unknown, so you've really got to be looking for something that's comparatively good value as far as left bank Bordeaux are concerned. Okay.
And what kind of are the hallmarks of this kind of wine? Are there any kind of like common trends that run through them?
Well, you're always going to be looking for good left bank character. Cabernet Sauvignon dominated, but a nice little blend of Merlot, Cabernet Franc and Petit Verdot. Although there tends to be predominance of three grape blends.
So we're talking heavy, light?
Once again, a little bit medium, but there are some vintages a little bit more leaning towards the heavy side. But medium-bodied to mediums light. So four out of 10 on the weight scale to 5 out of 10.
Okay, so medium value is what we're looking for here.
There you go. And also, you're still looking for plenty of fruit and
fruit. Okay,
and a little bit of something interesting going on as well.
Medium value fruit. That's interesting.
What more could you want? Anyway, let me tell you about the wines we've got tonight.
Okay, please do.
Okay, we've got two 1999s. 1999 doesn't stick in the memory of all Bordeaux lovers as an amazing year, but these are the ones we could find, and we thought they'd be interesting ones to show you tonight. We've got a Chateau Moulin-a-Vent, and we've got a Chateau Jordi.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, I like Newcastle wines.
Okay, so the first one we're going to be looking at tonight is the 1999 Chateau Jordi over here. We've had a bit of a taste of it and made a few notes. Let's get back into it, shall we? Okay, you first. Colour. What you got?
Fish blood.
Fish blood, very good. Mid-garnet core, hint of bricking. Yeah, no, it's 1901, was it? That's a long time ago now, 13 years old. It's beginning to take on a nice vintage colour.
Yeah, I see a bit of brown go through. Nose, okay. It's open up compared to about 5 minutes ago.
Right.
It's blossoming.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually quite enjoyable now. I'm still struggling to put my finger on it. Yeah. I got a bit of smoky bacon earlier on.
For me, it's really.
Yeah, I don't know where that was from, but smoky bacon.
I got something weird. Merlot dominated, plummy. It's a bit uncomplex. The thing that was bothering me earlier, there's a hint of mordant on there. If you know that stuff that fixes the dye to your clothes. If you buy, a slightly dodgy cheap pair of trousers, you get a bit of a mordant smell until you wash them about 3 times. That's blown off now.
Right. Okay.
For something that's meant to be dominated by Cabernet Sauvignon, it smells very, very Merlot-y indeed. Body.
Very thin. It's very, very thin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a particularly chunky wine.
No, gave it a 4 out of 10. And the body really, the word sharpness, like the mouth feel, it's sharp and a bit acidic.
Trying to think of flavours here. It was it's very difficult to put your finger on.
A bit rubbish, really, isn't it? It's plummy. It's Merlot-y.
Yeah.
It's over mature. It might have been a bit better 2 years ago. I think it's the tannins. It's like licking the inside. If you peel the skin off a black grape, and you've got like the fleshy part of the inside. It's
okay.
Yeah,
I'm
kind
kind
of
of
like
with you on
that kind of feel, but it's it's not really what you call a fine tannin, and it's not really very integrated with the fruit and stuff. I just think it's a poorly structured wine. And after that, the finish is short.
Right.
Yeah. Right, next up we have the Chateau Moulin-a-Vent, also in 1999. Let's get into it. Yeah, already this is better, isn't it?
Really?
You reckon?
I don't know, it's borderline. I think we've got to talk about this a little bit more.
Okay, right then, go on.
Colour?
It's a nice gradation, actually. We can't say any more. I've nearly finished the glass, but there's a deep purple core, and comes out to kind of a pomegranate hue on the rim. It's not quite showing the same signs of aging as the Jordi before it was. It was a real kind of bricking feeling around the rim, but there's a nice gradation. If you poured yourself a really decent glass of it, it'd be quite a beautiful sight.
All right, yeah.
What do you reckon?
Yeah, I mean, again, it's a very, very light wine. Again, it seems to have a little bit more an edge of sourness to it. From a taste,
On the nose, sorry.
on the nose, no, not on the nose, just on the taste. Yeah, it's fairly difficult to put my finger on.
Yeah. A couple of things I've got on the nose. It's blown off now, though.
Yeah, this is a changer, I think.
Yeah,
it's moving around.
Yeah, when we first decanted it, we just double decanted for a few minutes, and then we started getting into it. There was that slight classic Bordeaux left bank thing of pencil shades, but not quite HB. This is more like coloured crayons.
No, I didn't get that at all.
Really? Okay, fair enough. What did you write down earlier?
For flavour?
Yeah.
For flavour, I got a good one actually.
Yeah.
Olive oil.
Right.
The olive oil's coming from a can. There's a metal. There's
Right.
a bit of sourness to it.
Metal, okay.
Not as unpleasant as it sounds, but
The finish was quite long for the price,
yeah.
but you're just bit meh.
It's a bit meh. Yeah, meh.
Okay, right then. Meh. Okay. And welcome back. It's now time for the shit wine review, and Peter's got responsibility for this little corner. What have you got for us this week?
Well, first of all, I'd like to point out this is not necessarily the shit wine review.
Okay.
This is merely the absolute cheapest bargain bucket
Right.
red or white
okay.
that I could find.
Okay.
So it has a potential to be shit, but let's keep our hearts open.
Okay, all right then.
All right, okay.
Go on. Bust
So
it open.
introducing the wine this week. This is enigmatically titled Festival.
Okay, right. Yeah, festival.
Yep.
Good.
According to the back label, it doesn't say where it's from.
Right.
But it has a light body.
Okay.
It's fairly mild. And it should be served slightly cold.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay.
Do you want to crack it open then?
Shall we? Should we have a little
Okay.
little nibble?
Touch of class. Yeah. Very nice.
Nice sound to the plastic as you're opening that one.
Okay.
Right. Shall I charge your glass?
Hang on. Oh, nail polish remover. What an interesting smell you've discovered.
Oh my god, that's I don't even know what that is.
I think this is the first one that's ever given me a hangover just from the smell.
Oh god.
The things we go for you.
Oh my god, that smells like somebody's farted through it. Really, it does. That is flatulence. I don't even want to be honest, I don't even want to put this to my lips.
Right, okay.
Now that is truly quite bad, isn't it?
Words fail me. Just a moment, please. That's like being mugged by a pensioner.
I find it's almost having a slightly negative kind of medical effect on me, just actually being in the same room as this fucking horrible stuff.
No. It's like being choked by a rotten cucumber and then hit with it.
It smells. It's part snake blood, part ammonia.
Is there anything positive to be had from this?
The pricing. You want to ask me about pricing? Would you like to have a guess at the pricing?
I would say anything over 500 yen would be exorbitantly expensive for this.
It was 398 Japanese yen. And it's still exorbitantly expensive, in my opinion.
Thank you for watching the Shit Wine Review.
Thank you. So, Ian, can we have a word about scoring?
Okay, 5 stars. Okay, we're going to be giving out half stars.
Half stars, yeah.
And we're not going to be afraid to give any wine half a star.
Okay, so we're going from 0?
No, as long as it's wine, it can get half a star.
Okay.
But we're going to be going from half a star up to 5.
Okay.
But just for the record, I've never had a 5-star wine. How about you?
Borderline, maybe, but probably close to 4.5.
Okay, so that's what we're going to be going with.
Okay.
And I guess it's now time to give out some scores. We've rated these wines. Let's go for the Chateau Moulin-a-Vent first. You've got that there?
Okay, the Moulin, yes, okay.
Yep. What'd you get?
2 stars.
2 stars.
2 stars.
Yeah, it's poor, isn't it? I gave it 2.5, just because it's difficult to separate these wines. But the Moulin-a-Vent was 1,000 yen cheaper.
So yeah, we are correcting these scores for price. We're taking that into consideration.
Absolutely. 2.5 for the Moulin-a-Vent and Jordi.
I thought there was a little bit more to like about the Jordi, but only a fraction more. Not taking the prices into account, it would be 2.5.
Okay, right then.
But thinking about the pricing, again, it's 2.
The Jordi's charms are over far too swiftly. It just dies in the glass. It's frankly far too old. I just gave it a 2-star rating.
Yeah. Any? Would you like to go for a little guess?
1 star.
It's a 1 star
for the shit wine.
Why?
For the festival?
For the festival?
It's a festival of 1 star.
Why not a? We kind of slammed this one, so why not give this a half star? I'm going to give this a half star. I thought it was truly quite offensive.
Oh, go on then, talk me down. Half a star.
Half a star?
Don't even bother. Anyway, that's the end of this episode of the Wine Mothership. We hope you enjoyed what we had for you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
And remember, may the wine be with you always.